In this video, I'll show you how I use my iPad to read and annotate on books efficiently. Hello, I am Hamza Al-Khatib, a fourth year dental student who loves making videos about iPads and productivity in general. Going back to iPads are portable, they are efficient, and they have a myriad of functionality. I will show you what applications I use and what accessories I use while reading books to annotate and to be the most efficient while reading the book on my iPad. So let's get started. And now when it comes to the applications you can use while reading on the iPad. There are many applications like Kindle, Apple Books, or even many alternatives like Notability or GoodNotes. But when it comes to myself, I want an application that syncs all my progress on books all over my devices like my iPad, my iPhone, or even my MacBook. So for myself, I use Apple Books application. So let me show you some of its functionality and how good or even how bad it is for reading. So getting started with the Books application, you can open it from your iPad. It will be downloaded by default with Apple's default applications or native applications. You can go to the Books here, or you can open it from the library as you would with any other application. Now here I have a book open, but let me show you how it would look first. Here you have your home library. Of course, you can insert books or buy books from the Play Store, or you can also, if you have a PDF or something, you can also insert it into the Books application. But if you want to adjust it as you want, you need it as an EPUB, PDF or file format. So let's get started. Here is a book I have here that I am reading. Now what I like most about the Books application, you have almost unlimited customization. You can change the background here into a dark mode theme or a light mode theme, whatever you want. That's not all, you have many other customizations you can do just from tapping this right here, the bottom right corner button. And as you can see here now, there is many stuff right here that you can adjust. The first one, if you want to move through the book quickly, here I am at 10%, but let's say I want to move to like page 130 or 140 per se. It'll show me that I am at 71% of the book. That's really nice in my opinion, and I really use it a lot. And of course I can go back to where I was. Now that's not all, I can look through my bookmarks and highlights. So here I have a bookmark. I just can go back to it through that right here from the button bookmarks and highlights. So now let me show you how you can highlight. There are multiple of ways you can highlight using the Apple Pencil or just using your fingers. Let's say you don't have the Apple Pencil, just hold onto the words like this and you can select whatever you want to highlight. Let's say I want to highlight this part of the sentence right here, and as you can see I will have many options come up as an add note, translate, search, copy, share, or highlight, which I want to highlight, and I can choose the color that I want to highlight it in. And just like that I can go back to my here, the bottom right corner, press on bookmarks and highlights, and I will see it in the highlights version, and the bookmarks I will see here separately. And this way you can go back and you see the complete sentence in which you highlighted in, and this has been such a game-changing feature in the Books application that I really like. Another thing I really like about this application is that if a book like this one has pictures in it, you can open the pictures to see at an enlarged view, which is really nice as well. Here you have per se this, or if you have like a drawing or something, you can also open it, and it is really nice in my opinion. Now one other feature I really like with the Books application, you can change the theme and settings as I have told you, and just like that you can increase the text. If you want it at a larger text, you can do that as well, and you can minimize it if you want. I want to get it back as it was this way. Now here you have the original theme, which is light background, and it's more of like a light theme or the normal theme of the textbook. And you can change it into a quiet theme like the one I had earlier, which is more of like a dark mode. I prefer it in at night or when there is no light outside and I'm in a dim room. And you can have it like it's a paper view. It's really nice as well. And you have multiple of themes that I can show you here, bold, and many others you can always choose from. This one is also really nice. Now not only that, you also have the customize button right here to choose or customize it more to your liking, like the line spacing if you want to decrease it or increase it, character spacing, word spacing, and margins. Overall, you have much customization and you can customize your book to your liking in a very nice way. Now, let's say you wanted to match your device. You can press right here and the light mode, dark mode, or match your device's mode. And this is really nice, or match the surrounding if you are in a light or a dim room, as we said earlier. Now, this isn't the only application you have. You can go to the App Store and you can download as much applications as you want. You can download Amazon's Kindle or Audible, which is really nice if you like to hear books rather than read books. But you can also use Notability and other applications that you can open PDFs in. And it's also really nice to use these as well. You can highlight, you can use the Apple Pencil as you want, you can annotate, and you can do much stuff with it. Now, with reading comes a lot of annotating, and for myself, I use an accessory that's worth it in my opinion. It's slightly expensive for the iPad, but in my opinion, reading is not completed without it. What I use is the Apple Pencil. I have here the Apple Pencil for my iPad Pro. Now, depending on what iPad version you have, you will have to choose your Apple Pencil because there is 2 versions of it, or 3 right now if I am correct. Now, with the Apple Pencil, I'm able to highlight and annotate and leave notes on my books, which in my opinion are very important as I want to get back onto some stuff and remember what I thought about it at that moment. So it's very important for myself to be able to highlight and annotate efficiently using my Apple Pencil. Let me show you how it's done practically. Now for using the Apple Pencil and annotating and highlighting using the Apple Pencil. Here I have Notability opened rather than Books application. I like to use Notability when I want to annotate or write down highlights. Now here I have a PDF opened, but it works just as well with Books. I like to use it as it gives me more functionality for the Apple Pencil itself. I have here a PDF or materials that I like opened, and here I have the highlight version, here is a writing version, and I have here an eraser as well. So I just can use this highlighting feature, or I can increase its size to whatever I want, and I can just use one uniform line to highlight. It gives me multiple of functionality and I really like it. Not only that, I can use the pencil and I can, let's say I want here to write an important or go back to it, and I can have it just like that. With this application, you can also use the pages and you can bookmark to whatever page you want and you can go back to it very easily. Just from here, then you can go to bookmarks and you can see whatever page you have bookmarked and you can go to it very easily. Another aspect I really like about reading with iPads is that you can have a split screen feature. You might think what you might need it for, but in my opinion and in my experience, it was very helpful. I use split screen feature to open books on one application, and on the other side of the screen I open notes application. This way I can read and at the same time take separate notes on another application at the same time. This comes in handy many times for myself. Let me show you how it's done. Here for using the split screen feature. It's very easy to use and I use it often. Let me show you why. As you can see, I have here my PDF opened and I'm reading it and I'm studying it as a material or as a book, whatever you want. You can open another application side by side with this PDF or whatever book you have opened, and you can write down notes while reading. I want to open another application of Notability itself, and from here I can just go to new and I can open a new notes right here. This way I can go on reading my material, reading my book or reading whatever I have opened, and at the same time I can take notes side by side simultaneously without any problems. I really enjoy this feature as you have the 2 applications open side by side, and this way you can write without having an obstruction of view or without really taking off your attention from the device itself, and you are always in the zone reading. And now you don't really have to open side by side a notes application right here. You can open, let's say, music application if you love, or if you want to open a YouTube or whatever you have in mind. Now, what makes iPads such an ideal device for reading? Come on, first, it's portable. Look at how thin it is and how weightless it is compared to the bulk of books you might have. You get all of your books, all of your library in such a thin device that's compared with books or the library itself, it doesn't weigh anything. That's one. Second, you don't have any paper, so you are saving on paper and you are being eco-friendly with it. And finally, and most importantly, in my opinion, you can customize your reading needs to whatever you want. And this in itself is the buying point for everyone and myself especially. So this was it in a nutshell. iPads are worth it in my opinion, and I would recommend them for almost every reader out there. So now you tell me, what do you think about iPads? This was it. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave an appreciation by subscribing or liking the video.